Family-owned businesses are often the heartbeat of towns big and small. Here in News Center, Maine, we want to showcase some of the one-of-a-kind stories behind the businesses in our state. News Center Maine's Hannah Kumler brings us to Gardner, where one fly shop is helping people get everything they need to get in the water, with a bit of a history lesson as well.
We are on our way to a fly shop in downtown Gardner, and much like the history of the sport of fly fishing in Maine, it is led by one really cool Maine woman.
Selene's Fly Shop has been in this location for about a month, but we've been in Gardner for more than a year, and we really love downtown Gardner. I am known as a fly tyer, so I specialize in tying flies, and we have all flies tied in Maine. Inspired by the first fly shop that I went into in Kennebunkport, and saw a picture of Carrie Stevens on the wall with a gray ghost, and I wanted to know the story, and I asked the fly shop owner, and he told me all about who she was and that she tied in her hands without a vise. And I said, will you buy my flies? And he's just like, you've never even tied one. I'm just like, but I want to, and I know I'll make them good enough. And so it went from there. This is one of her very early flies. So that's before the gray ghost was actually formulated, because she didn't have the whole idea in her head. This is her gray ghost years later. That's an original. The reason why I tie in my hands without a vise is because I want to carry on the tradition so that people know about Carrie Stevens. Another neat thing that I have over here is owned by, is he inscribed, Fly Rod Crosby, 1897. She is a woman that is very well known in Maine for having had the first guide license, because she lobbied the state, have the state create this system so that guides had to have a licensing procedure, which we still have today. I'm Selene of Maine because I care about Maine and carrying on that tradition. Putting a little wire on, a little bit of weight.
If you know fly tying, you open up Pandora's box. And
part of why I do the fly fishing part of it is the first experience I ever had on a river. I got immersed in the water, in the idea of it, and I forgot everything else in my life for about 2 hours. The reason why I have a fly shop now, and I've been involved in fly fishing and fly tying for 30 years now, is because of that experience and letting other people have that same experience.
The rhythms of nature, that's my favorite thing about fly fishing, I guess, instead of just regular rod and reel fishing, is that you have to really understand like your local area and like what's happening.
A big part of my philosophy is not just having a fly shop that is, okay, I buy things, I raise the price, I sell them, I make a profit. That's not what it's all about. It's about community, it's about education, and inspiring people to go out and do it.
Now, if you would like to nominate a business to be featured on our Maine Street Saturday segment, just text Maine Street to 207-828-6622, and we'll send you some more information.